In a world where equality is just another euphemism for mediocrity, where participation is more highly valued than achievement, where just enough to get by is the new standard of excellence. There is a small minority of people who fight back against such apathy, who struggle daily to reach new heights. These brave few are the hope for the future, the bright shining light for the next generation. They are the ones who will lead us to the places we have never dreamed of, to the undiscovered country, to reach goals only a few can even begin to imagine. Unfortunately, none of those people could be here tonight, so kick back and relax. Prepare yourself for several hours of fun, friendship, fascinating conversation, and fabulous music. All those F's, that's an alliteration and kind of a radio trick. Speaking of radio, you're listening to the most popular radio station in the history of broadcast radio, at least among stations that originate from Chris's living room. It's Curious Times. Your host is Curious Listener. Here she is, Chris.
All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Curious Times. It's a Saturday night, and I ain't got nobody. Kimber is going to be along any moment now. She's trying to get over here. It is the long weekend. We had our Canada Day, so I guess you guys are all getting amped up for Monday. And getting a little bit of practice celebrating Monday on Saturday and Sunday maybe. And so hopefully everybody has a safe Independence Day. And yeah. And what was I gonna say? I was gonna say, oh, I know what I should be having NASCAR's on tonight. What the heck is the matter with me? I should at least have a distraction on my TV so that I can follow along with the NASCAR. Go Denny, go Denny, go Denny. Oh, I thought NASCAR, oh, there it is. Oh, I'm recording stuff. I can't. Dang it. Doesn't that just figure? Okay, never mind that. There's Kimber. Kimber. So what's coming up tomorrow? Hillary Black is here. Diana Monroe is here Monday. Tuesday, Lisa Nolan Shalosky. Wednesday, Barbara DeLong is here. Amy Kavanaugh, our resident heaventologist and mermaid, is here Thursday. Next Friday, maybe we'll have our first shadow dancing, shadow boxing, whatever we decide to call it. A little walk on the dark side, you know, and we'll see what happens with that. So bring you know, frog warts and newts, eyes of newts and everything with you. Yeah, dark side of the moon night. Dark side of the moon night. Probably I could call it that if I only will remember. You know what I mean? And I also did get some message from Hillary that here we go. Sorry guys, from Hillary that she met somebody at some function, and who, you know, would be good to have on as a new guest. So that's good. I'm waiting for that woman to get in touch with me when we'll book her. And I'm gonna see if I can go and troll a couple of author kind of websites and see if I can find a couple of people that you know, who have written about interesting topics or something, and try and see if I can get some of them on. So we'll see what happens. You know, otherwise we'll keep having the same old, and that's okay too. It was fun last night with Mary Margaret. She did those readings with higher intuition cards. She did a good job, and so it was nice. So anyway, okay, Kimber's here tonight. We don't know a damn thing about Kimber. We don't even know what she looks like. We don't know anything about her, really. We don't even know if that's her real name. We don't know if she's wanted by the police or the FBI. All we know is the voice. And so she's here, and she wants to talk about parrots tonight. And so we'll do that. And then we have at least one person in there in line for you, Kimber, for a reading. So that person will get the hour reading tonight. Hey, Kimber. I always get messed up when my eyes see Kim. You know what I mean? And then so my brain says Kimber and my eyes say Kim, and it messes my head up. How's it going?
Yeah, no, that's okay. Okay, just kind of crazy, having computer issues, and then I couldn't get into the chat room. It wouldn't let me log in, and I don't remember my password, and I didn't have time to find it, so that's why I'm not in there. And then I was calling in, and that wasn't working either. So I'm so sorry.
Well, see, today I did the same thing. I called in. It's the same now. You know, a certain person is apparently no longer coming to my show because they couldn't get into the show by dialing in. And all I was trying to say is, hey, lots of time, like, because everyone else would manage to call in that night. You know what I mean? And and so all I was trying to offer was, listen, what happens to me a lot here is I get the numbers mixed up. And so tonight I called in 3 times and like my number wasn't sure, like I was getting the welcome to IntuiTalks message and everything. And I was punching the number and then it was saying like press 11 to, you know, and all that. But my number wasn't showing up on the studio page. And I'm all like, what is going on? And then like I did it as carefully as I was convinced I was doing it right, and it was 79223, and I think I was going 79233. You know what I mean? And so it happens to me all the damn time, and it's just a simple, you know, it's just a simple, you know. So maybe you and I both had dyslexia tonight. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's what happened to me anyway. I can only speak for myself, you know. And I'm not trying to insult anybody or call them stupid or anything else. I'm just trying to say that might be what is the problem, you know. Now, if nobody can call in, then I go, oh, Houston, we have a problem. But if everybody else is dialed in and I dialed in, it's not a problem with the. It's not. You know, it's like, you know how they say it's user, it's not the computer, it's the user, hey? And so, anyway. That's
I think it's just me today. All kinds of things are going wrong, so I'm sure it's me. But at least I made it right.
Well, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah,
so are you
sorry.
partying it up later on the weekend, or what are you doing?
Yeah, probably some, nothing too special or, you know, but yeah, a little bit. Don't really do the holiday, but, you know, just, I'll do the partying thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? Like, as if anybody really, really spends a moment. Like, it's a day where we get to celebrate that we murdered and massacred, you know, millions of Indians or something like that. When we stole a country. Yay!
Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't celebrate it. No. No, so wrong. Yeah.
And so
yep.
Anyway, not to get too political like that, but
no, that's exactly the reason I don't. You know?
I like this picture that's floating around on, you know, whatever, that's saying that, you know, it's the First Nation, or we call them the indigenous people, some tribe somewhere is, you know, saying that they're giving amnesty to all of the millions of illegal immigrants from Europe.
Yeah.
But they'll let them stay and they give them amnesty, you know. I think that's hilarious.
Yeah, no doubt. That's crazy.
So you said you wanted to talk about parrots or something tonight?
Yeah, if we could, I just had seen a thing about that. There's many in Canada there that need rescuing. They need some help. It's a parrot refuge, a place that had been open for a long, long time, and the owner had passed away in February, and that left the place and about 600 parrots and cockatoos, and all are going to be kind of lost for a place to be. They have to be out by August 1st. And there was some information that I had seen about it, and I, of course, love parrots, love all animals, but especially parrots. I do have one myself and have had many, many birds. And so I just really felt bad and was hoping that, the word can get out and that everybody can, possibly either share it or mention it or, I hope that they get some kind of funding, because I know that they want to find places like other sanctuaries and maybe learning centers, and it's a lot for the average people to take on a parrot because of so many reasons, but they are just so amazing. And I know that's original.
We should get you to train your parrot to do readings.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he loves the show. Definitely. He's been listening for a long time, and he's very intuitive. I'm very connected with him.
Yeah, I know. I have a few human fans and a parrot and a few dogs. You know what I mean? That enjoy my show.
Yeah. Yep, he's been a listener for years, so, and he loves it.
Kind of an unwilling, probably, but nonetheless. So does your bird talk to you and tell you to F off and everything like that?
Yeah. Well, he doesn't swear. Fortunately, he just doesn't
swear.
What
a boring bird.
A good bird. No, actually.
He's a good bird. Not anything like his mama.
Yeah, I know. I know, right? My filthy mouth. I'm a dirty girl. So, yeah, but no, he doesn't swear, fortunately. He hasn't picked anything up. I try to be really careful with that. I've had many people want to teach him that, to teach him to swear. They're like, hey, can I teach your bird to swear? I'm like, no, can I teach your kid? No. So,
mine would just, I shouldn't have children and I shouldn't have birds, because birds that can talk, because they'll just pick it up. You know what I mean? They'll just pick it up around me. I mean, even human beings that don't normally swear start cursing up a storm if they hang around with me too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's okay.
Not that I'm trying deliberately, but, corrupt people. It just happens.
It just slips out, them F-bombs here and there. But that's all right.
Just like another word, and it's just great adjectives and verbs and adverbs, and it's the best word in the world. I bet you that word has more meanings than any word in the whole world.
Yes, there you go. It's very useful. I find it quite useful. It comes in handy.
So what is your bird's range of vocabulary?
Oh, he says many things, even phrases. He probably, I'd say at least 75 to 80 words. He's extremely smart.
He can say your boyfriend won't call.
Yeah.
He can say, no, you won't get a job.
Yeah.
Okay? And him to say, no, you'll never have a happy day ever again in your whole life, because, we have people that call and go, will I ever be happy ever again, and will anything ever go right for me again? Nope, not a single thing is ever going to go right for you again. Thanks for calling. Have a good night,
Yep.
But it was funny to teach them, some of the smart ass, because I think it would be it would be received a lot better coming from a bird than me.
Yeah, exactly. Some people might finally go, wow, that was the sign. I've asked 100.
Teach the bird to say curious times. Teach the bird to say curious times.
Yeah, that would be good. He's very, very smart. He tells me he loves me all the time, every day. He gives me kisses and hugs, and yeah, extremely smart.
I love
lovable.
some of my favorite videos are these birds going off on their owners. You know what I mean? There's one particular bird, and he's always like dropping F-bombs all over his owner, and that's so funny. So funny.
Yeah.
He gets all excited, set, and cursing, and pissed off. It's funny. Funny as all get out.
Yeah, they do have quite the personality. They are very, very unique, very smart, so lovable. And they don't just mimic. A lot of people think they just mimic, and they do not. They, he says hot. He'll even go hot and get that T in there. But yeah, he knows when I'm cooking. He'll hear the microwave bang, and he's like hot. You give him certain foods, and he has his favorites. He loves potatoes. He'll eat even French fries, but he'll only eat the insides and not the outsides. He'll eat fruits and vegetables. He won't eat the peeling part, and he isn't kind of particular about what he likes. He says Subway because when Subway and pizza, he gets his certain treats.
To say pervert now. Right after he says Subway, he can say pervert.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, teach him some bad things.
Subway pervert.
Yeah. Well, I had gotten him when he was very young, and he already could talk then, and it was one that he had known then. He had always loved Subway, and they would give it to him for lunch and give him treats and different foods, and he picked up, pizza and all the, Subway and different things like that. And so he was very, very smart. When I got him from a pet store that I actually had went in to go get another bird, a mate for a cockatiel that I had, and I wanted to get him a girl. And so I went in and seen this other bird too, the beautiful, he's a blue and gold macaw, and I just fell in love instantly with him, and I just loved him so much. But he would go around and he would take the tags off of the other animals in the shop, and he was a little mischievous, And when, he'd go pull the tags down, and he'd walk all around the store, and he'd go say hi to all his friends. And he had a friend that was a green Amazon, and they were buddies. And even when I got him, the other one was crying like a baby, and I felt so bad. Because I know, I felt so bad, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm taking your friend. But I also had gotten a cockatiel. I did end up getting a mate for my male, and I got a female, and ended up calling her Jezebel because they immediately hit it off. So she was Jezebel. And yeah, just so sweet. And yeah, my parrot, his name's Tequila, which is very fitting because I love tequila, so that works. But he always calls himself Birdie too.
Polly wants a crack.
Yeah, sometimes he says that. He'll shorten it up. He's like, Paul, you want a crack? Paul, you want a cracker? He'll say cracker, peanut butter cracker. Yeah, he's very funny.
I don't think I could own a bird, really. I think it would get on my very last nerve, And but good people that can that like them and everything. Like, I mean, I like them. I just don't think I could handle the, you know me and noise, eh? I cannot handle it. I would not be able to handle it.
No.
Walking all the damn time.
Yeah, they can get extremely loud and make jungle noises, and talk a lot. Yeah, he makes his jungle noises. He loves music. He dances, and he loves all that stuff. He likes to listen to your show, and he watches TV once in a while. I never ever watch it though. So when I first got him when he was younger, he did, but I haven't watched TV like, oh my God, so many years. It's been 10 years. I don't ever watch it. But sometimes I'll put in like bird videos and stuff for him, nature videos, and music. Play a lot of music.
Run, Bambi, run, run.
Yeah. Yep. He likes nature music and nature videos, and he's extremely smart. He loves other animals. He always has.
They're gonna outlive you. They live forever, don't they?
Oh yeah, they can easily live 80 years, or even longer, and definitely can outlive you. And it's a huge, huge commitment. It's like having a toddler forever, and which is awesome and great because everything, all the work and all the things that you do end up having to give up, and you end up getting so much more in return. And I just have a very special bond with them and love them so much. I could not imagine life without them. But it is a big responsibility, both time-wise and, you do need to either put them in your will or make it very, very clear as to where they're going to go. They get very attached to certain people to the point where, they can get actually heartbroken. And just like in that sanctuary, some will even pluck their feathers or get really depressed or get really sad if their owners pass away or their loved ones, or if they're given away or improperly cared for, because there is a lot of work to it, and a lot to it, but it also is an amazing bond and connection. And I definitely with the winged ones, and especially him and spirits, but all of them. And to me, it's so worth it. But for people, they can get tied down for vacations, things like that. It's almost impossible or hard to do. And then to find someone to take care of them if you do end up having to go somewhere for a week or two or something, and somewhere you can't bring them, then, to find someone. A lot of people are afraid of them, afraid of them birds in general, not mine. Mine's a sweetheart, but, they can be intimidating. They're rather large, and they, can bite. He won't, but, you can. A lot of people are afraid of that and just intimidated by the size.
You have like 3 birds or what?
What was that?
I said you have 3 birds?
Well, now I have him. I had them for my other ones, cockatiels too, for quite a while. I had doves for many years. I've had all different kinds of birds, even outside ones, peacocks, chickens, turkeys. I've had them all. I've cried over chickens.
That's cool. You have some peacock feathers then. The great thing is you get the feathers from them,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. They're all just beautiful. So, and they all have different personalities. They're all great, amazing, sweet souls. Definitely. I've had geese. I've had many, many geese. I've had ones that would sit in my lap and come up to my door and knock for bread and treats. But they're very loving, very sweet.
Probably the bird woman, I guess, then, eh?
Yeah, animals in general, definitely. But yes, for sure, birds, love them so much. But yeah, parrots are great, very amazing. I think you would love.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think you would love them, but there's a lot of things that I think would be very difficult. So, not the greatest pet for you.
Yeah.
And for many.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, so I don't know what we're going to do tonight. We only have one caller, and I don't think we can talk about parrots all night.
No.
Already. So I don't know what we're going to do. Mary Margaret has a shooting in the north side, I guess.
Oh. Yeah, she did great last night. Her wonderful readings.
Yeah, that looks like an interesting deck. The Higher Intuition deck by Christy Robinette. And, so it looks like an interesting deck. Very interesting, actually.
Yes.
Cool. Okay, so I don't know. We should maybe we'll take that one call and then we'll try and figure out what we do after that. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. All right. So we have Jackie. Hi, Jackie.
Hi. How are you guys?
Pretty good. How are you?
Good. It's so funny. Originally, I knew you were talking about birds, and then I was like walking around doing certain things, and I was like, are they talking about a child? Because when you were like, he likes pizza and like this and that and the other thing.
Yeah. Well, he is. She probably treats him just like her kid. Like, it probably has a little bit to do with how you raise him too. So.
Yeah.
How old's your parrot now?
He's about 29.
Wow.
So, yeah, and I had him.
You're 29 too, aren't you?
yeah, I am. Had him since he was a baby, and I was a baby too. Yeah.
He taught you how to swear. It's the truth, you know. But anyway.
Yeah.
So Jackie, do you have a question or what can we do for you?
So I do have a question. I am my life is changing. I'm getting ready to quit my full-time job. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I have an internship, but I don't have I asked my full-time work if I could do the same thing part-time, and I think they're going to say no, because I think they're just stalling because they don't want to tell me no like 8 weeks in advance, because then I'll be like totally slacking for 8 weeks. And so I'm just wondering like how my financial future looks.
Sure. Okay. I do get some big changes coming up soon, and finances will change as well. They will get better. It will be some more money, and I do see a job change. It might take a little while here. I think they want to keep you where you're at, but I think the part-time thing is an issue, and I do see you finding something else, though, and much better, more fitting, something you're going to enjoy more. I think that where you're at right now, you like it. It served its purpose, though, and you're kind of ready to move on. I think you've been thinking about that for quite a while. Feeling like more of a challenge. I pick up more of a challenge that you enjoy kind of different things and changes. A lot of people don't, but you seem to kind of embrace the change and you're ready for it. It's been quite some time that you even know that it's been coming up, and you're so ready for it, just like getting out of the gate, just raring to go, like a racehorse. I'm just picking that up. And so I feel that it's going to be good changes. You've done a lot of work to get to the point where you're at, and you're ready for this. It will be more financially, a better opportunity, more growth. I do see even a little bit down the line, but some education, some fitting in either some classes or some kind of courses or something job-related.
Well, I'm in school right now.
Okay.
I'm finishing up my master's. I have 7 more classes to go after this semester, but so I'll be, it's almost like I'm like, 21 again or 20, whatever, because I'll be without a job. But, that's
yeah. But, yeah, but for a little bit, and then you'll be with a better job. So, yeah, I do see the education. You've worked very, very hard with that, and it is coming to a point where it's going to pay off. You've just struggled. You've gone through so much. You have worked very, very hard with the education and the work. And so it's all going to come together kind of like a puzzle right now, and your pieces are falling into place. It is happening for you. It's going to be a lot of opportunities. I just get like doors, several different doors. And you have a few different ways you can go. I do see it being something you're going to be so much happier at. But I feel that you've been kind of worried and concerned about that, you've got this education, and are you going to find something? And yes, you are. I think you're going to find several different opportunities, 2 that you're going to be more torn between, and then the one you're going to end up with. And they all are good, but the one is just going to be the most fitting. So you're going to put some thought into it, and definitely it's all your hard work and effort, your education, it's all paying off financially and also rewarding. You need a vacation. I'm getting vacation. Some you time, some break time. It's just like screaming. So definitely you need to do that. You need to kind of schedule that, because you want to do that too while you're in between and while you get a chance, because you're going to be very, very busy too coming up, and the job's going to keep you going. But I see it being a happier, busy, a more fun, rewarding, enjoying career with much more opportunities and a better financial situation and income, because I do see you've been kind of concerned with finances. It's been kind of a struggle, and especially with the education and all the expenses as well. That will be lightening up. That will be easing up for you. Fall's going to get much better, and by winter and the holidays, it's going to be way, way easier, much more relieved. I just see you enjoying and just kind of like a monkey off your back, just so much more relieved and into the new job, and just fitting in, and a lot of kind of changes coming to an end, to where you've wanted to be. I almost feel like a physical move. Either a physical move or renovation on your house. It just seems like your home environment's changing up a bit.
A new kitchen.
Okay, then that's what it is.
Well, I mean, every year, I'm like, well, in 5 years I'm gonna have a new kitchen, and I've been saying that for like 10 years. In 5 years I'm gonna have a new kitchen. So it's so funny, because I'm like, the kitchen's the only room, because I redid all the bathrooms, and I want a new kitchen.
Yes, and it's time for that. That's what I'm getting. And yeah, you said you did the bathrooms and stuff, because I see some changes in the house, and good ones, very nice, very good work, and beautiful, and just a happier, homier environment.
Mm-hmm.
You just seem more settled and kind of picking out what you want it and how you want it to be. So that's all good. And the kitchen's going to be very, very good. You seem to like to spend a lot of time there, some time even to yourself, baking cookies or making things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like baking is like what I do to relax when I have time.
Yeah, baking therapy is what I'm getting. It's very therapeutic for you and very enjoying and rewarding, and you like to do it not only for yourself but for others, and kind of just it is very stress relieving and something you almost meditative. I don't know if you turn on music and have wine or something as you make these cookies or something. It just seems very, very relaxing, very fun, very good. And if you don't, you should try it.
Wine is always in the picture.
Okay, yes. Okay, then that's where I'm getting, okay. Yeah,
a lot of times there's music. Sometimes it's just television, but...
Okay, yeah, because I hear just stuff in the background and just relaxing environment, just a glass of wine, just you really get into it, you really enjoy it, cooking therapy. I just see it being very meditative and very good, very fun, very rewarding. So continue with that. That's very good. That's really sweet. I see it being a very fun, loving, good for you experience. So
cool.
That's wonderful. I really love that. That's good. And keep doing that.
Can I ask about love?
Yes. Most definitely.
I mean, since I have your attention.
Oh, for sure. Yep. And I was getting love was coming through. So if you didn't, I would have brought it up. Anyways.
Oh.
Because I do feel you're ready for love. You've been looking for romance. You're ready to just be swept off your feet. Just fun. You are just almost aching for it. I'm getting a male, tall, dark hair, dark eyes, beautiful brown eyes. Maybe hazel, but they seem almost like a gold greenish, like specks in them. Really beautiful eyes. Very sweet. September. I don't know why September is coming in. September. And about then, it seems almost you're going to meet him before. I think maybe you've met him already and haven't quite noticed, or he's noticed you. Seems outside. Do you go somewhere for flowers or go for walks where there's flowers outside? I just see...
there's a park that I go to. I haven't noticed a lot of flowers there. There's trees, but there's also a place I go to get flowers for my yard that, they keep dying.
Yeah. Well, you're working hard on it, and that's also gardening therapy too. Very, very fun and very good to do. And they'll love. Keep going. You're doing good. But yeah, I see he's noticed you somewhere outside. Maybe it is the park. And yeah, because maybe that's where you're going to end up seeing him again, because he's noticed you before. And I think you've kind of have, or you felt him around and just didn't quite connect. But I do feel a connection between you two and a good one. And I keep getting September or something, maybe maybe dating or something will come in. Keep going out for walks. Go to that park, and then you said you go somewhere for flowers, because I don't see a whole lot of flowers, but flowers around you, or maybe he's one who gives flowers, because for some reason I'm getting flowers. But yeah, he has noticed you. He's very interested. He seems outgoing but yet shy, if you know what I mean. How some can be, outgoing but then a little bit shy when it comes to approaching. So you might have to kind of put yourself out there a bit. And then when you do meet him, be talkative. Get him going, start talking, because then that will get him talking, because he just seems a little bit shy.
Yes, it's vulnerable to ask somebody out, I think. I mean, for guys.
What was that? I'm sorry.
I feel like guys, it's vulnerable for them to ask women out.
Yeah, it really can be, and some can really want to, but be a little bit shy or a little quiet or just unsure, or just afraid to ask or not sure how to. But he seems very outgoing, but just needs to kind of, give him that okay, give him that you notice him too, and talking with him. And once you do, then you guys have a very good communication, good relationship, and it seems very romantic, because I get really, you so want some romance. You deserve it.
Yeah, but a good one this time.
Yeah. Well, that's where in the beginning I got Looking for Love in All the Wrong Places, that song. But that was before. That seems like in the past. So I didn't say it because that was before. Now so I didn't want it, but since you brought that up, and that was just them, not you. It was just, sometimes you get attracted to the bad boys. I don't know if it was, but I get kind of the bad boys, the something about them, but now your needs and just wants and just kind of, things have changed, and just the environment and where you're going to find and look, because it was just kind of certain ones were drawn to you, but that also can be because I feel empath with you. I feel you are an empath, and a lot of times them bad boys or them really, really not so good ones can be drawn to empaths, and just your personality and your heart, your loving heart. And so I think some were just kind of drawn to you because of the way you are, and how they was just them, not you. You tried really hard, and some can just be kind of awful and rotten, and I know that you had kind of some bad experiences, and so you're ready for some good ones. You're
Is an empath somebody that just, feels?
Yes.
Yeah.
You feel.
I know, I feel too much.
Yes. That's what I get. You feel everything. You feel so much, and that is part of being one.
Well, it's also part of being one. When you meet somebody, anybody, another girl or whatever, in a work group, say, and you instantly don't like them. Is that? That's happened to me. It doesn't happen to me all the time.
No, that's just a woman thing. But
what's weird is that everybody else likes them, and for whatever reason, I don't. And then it turns out 6 months, a year later, they're on the, and I don't hang around that person or whatever, but all my other friends did, and they come to find out, they find out that she's not a very nice person. And this has happened to me 3 times in my adult life.
Yeah, and trust that.
Happened to me a lot more than that. And some, and it happens with men and women for me. You know what I mean? I'm all like, everybody's all in love with this person. I'm all like, this guy's an asshole, and he's a great guy, and like 3 years later, oh, you were right.
but it's not. But you might think, like, for whatever reason, like, it's so weird because instantaneously, like, they never did anything mean to me. They, like, whatever, like,
no, exactly. No, you're just picking up on the vibe.
Yeah. And like, sometimes I'm like, I shouldn't be so judgmental or whatever, but at the same time, I'm like, no, you got to pay attention to that gut.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's your gut instinct. That's your, it's your intuition. It's part of being an empath as well. Yeah, you feel everything. You can feel people very much so. If you start to feel that way, you can just turn and walk away. You don't even have to give an excuse or a reason, nothing. If trust that judgment, it's kind of but we're not to judge, but also we are in certain situations that are people that are not good for us in the way that we just judge not to be around them, not to be involved with them as little as possible if we're forced into it. May it be a coworker or a family member, or a friend or whatever it may be, whatever relationship, or even a total stranger, because you'll feel it off of all, You can even feel it off of animals even. And trust what you feel and how, because you feel it in a lot of physical ways too, both mentally, emotionally, but also physically. And that's your body's way of telling you. And the more you start trusting it and you start listening to it and you learn about it and learn how to use it and look at it as a gift, because also sometimes it can almost feel like a curse as well. It can be really hard. It can be really, but it is a gift, and look at it as that. And the hard part, you learn to live with it. You learn how to deal with it. You learn how to accept it and to understand what you're feeling, what you're getting. And sometimes it's off of others, and it can be kind of confusing and until you learn more about it and about you and how it affects you. You can pick up others and think it's yours, and a lot of times it's other stuff. And there's ways of clearing, there's ways of protecting that you need to do, and to make it easier, and to definitely smudge sage for sure. That is very important yourself and you're around you, especially when you're feeling any negativity, may it be from someone. If you're around someone where you really feel that, you feel almost just dirty or icky or just not good around them or very negative, sage, even sage your vehicle, sage yourself, sage your house, sage, just because it helps, and it also protects you. There's many stones you can work with and stones for protection. There's prayers, there's, just because some people can really give off a lot, especially another one that can be drawn to you are narcissists and certain types of people, some people will call like energy vampires, or just people that'll basically suck the life out of you, And when you learn how to deal with it and how you're feeling, because it can be very overwhelming, it can be very emotional, and especially certain triggers, certain places will affect you more. May it be very busy places or big towns, cities, malls, certain places that there's a lot of people, it can be overwhelming for some. Others, not so much. Or it can just be the crowd. Some places you go and it can be good people, but you can all of a sudden feel certain very, very negative or very just bad energy or different energy. Sometimes it's not bad or good, it's just really different. And I think a lot of it is very overwhelming and things that as you work with, it's going to be much, much easier because it can affect you. I feel sleep. I get sleep that, it even affects your sleep. Sometimes you lay awake and you get many thoughts going through your head and many feelings that you've picked up. So if you can find ways of releasing them, especially letting go of certain things, and you'll be able to sleep much better. It's how you can sleep at night and how you'll feel better and how you'll just be able to adjust, I guess. And it's something that I know you have been aware of for a long time. You just kind of weren't quite sure of what and what it is, and so that kind of, I'll let you know there's much you can read about, much you can learn about. Many of us here that can help you, to do that. And the more you do, the more the better you'll feel, the more comfortable and the easier it'll get, because I do feel that it can be overwhelming. Okay, I'm sorry.
Because
go ahead.
I'm gonna be a therapist, and I can't I can just picture myself bawling in front of every single client I have, because I'm so sensitive.
Yeah, and that
but that's
there
not
again.
Good.
Well, no, it is. Well, that's just that's you. That's part of it. That's how it is.
That's like being afraid. That's like hating the sight of blood and signing up to be a doctor. What the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah, I was thinking too.
But I think that in the professional context, you'll be fine with that. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Yeah, you will. You'll do well. You'll do very well. In fact, because of how you are, it actually will help you. And you're good at holding it in too, and the more you learn about it and how to deal with it, it's going to be very emotional, but it's what you're meant to do. It's what you're here for.
I think so, yeah. I really believe that.
It is. I get life path. I know you've been looking for your life path, and that's to help others and this is what it is. This is what you're meant to do, what you're going to love, and this is you. It's part of what you need and want to do. And so I do definitely feel you're doing all the right things. You have for so long to work towards it. And learning your abilities and your empath gift and your things are going to help you with all of that too. And you've done the education, you've done the work, you've done I get on the job training or training in the work that you've done as well, the work experience. So you've got the knowledge, the wisdom, the experience, the go. I keep getting the racehorse just raring to go, waiting for that gate to open.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna look into. I'm gonna study when I have in between when I have 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Looking at impact, look at how what that is all about, so that I can use that to help me in my new career.
Perfect. Yes. And do that, because it will. And it will help you to heal others. It'll help you with everything that you're doing in so many ways. And it'll help you to understand you more and to learn how to just cope and deal, because I do get, as you said, the emotions, because that is part of it. And the more you learn about it, you're going to understand, and you're going to go, wow, so that makes sense, and oh, that's why. And so many things are just going to resonate with you and just hit home, and you're going to go, oh, so wow, if I only knew all along and so long ago, but you'll know now. And that's what
I've been kind of like beating myself up, like, oh, I'm so judgmental of people, and why do I get these instant feelings, and who do I think I am? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and now I'm like, no, that's how it's supposed to be.
Yes, you're understanding, and you're understanding you, and that's all part of it. It's just kind of a pattern in a way, and the more you learn, you're going to start realizing and fitting it in and going, oh, okay, and you're going to understand, and you're going to realize why all of a sudden you just broke down and started feeling overwhelming, just sadness or anxiety or fear or happiness and just beauty and peace, and because it can all be good too. It's not just all negative. It can be extreme
right.
And peace and happy and good, and
Hallelujah.
that can be from others and you. Well, yeah, because I don't want to just stress all the bad and the and the icky and the no, because it's all everything. And you
because like some days I'm like, I am so happy, like I'm so happy, and I'm like, why am I happy? I mean, I'm happy for my health, but like some days I'm like overjoyed, and I'm like, why? Like, for what reason?
Yeah.
It's called bipolar.
No, it's not that. It's who you're around too. Like, you're going to notice with patients and clients and people and family and friends, and when you're around the more happy and the positive and the good and that energy, or them people, or the people that are really sad or unhappy or going through a lot of trauma or stress or distress or anxiety or sadness. And so that too is going to affect you. So yeah, it can be up and down. It can be a roller coaster. It can be a merry-go-round at times. But when you understand and you realize that, and you understand, wow, this is me, or oh no, this is someone else that I'm picking up, and why I'm feeling this. Because like you said, it can be really confusing, and it can, like Chris said, feel like, oh wow, this is just crazy. But what it is too is the environment, the people, and the job that you are doing and are going to be doing, and the career and the path that you're taking is going to be a lot of that. And that's why I'm stressing and feeling it so coming through, that it's so important that you learn all about this, because it's going to make it not only to help others and to heal others, and it's going to open up a lot of your healing abilities as well, because you have those too. But it also is going to help you to understand and how to help others with it, and to gather up all that, experience and that knowledge, and a lot of things are going to fit into place. You're going to understand. You're going to feel more comfortable with yourself and with what it is when you know, because otherwise it can be confusing, it can be overwhelming, it can be hard to understand, and it can be hard to sort out. And definitely, as you said before, trust your feelings around people. It can keep you out of danger. It can keep you away from bad relationships. It can keep you away from staying in bad situations or getting in some situations. It can tell you what to do when you need to do if you are. Sometimes it can help you to make choices, make decisions. May it be to slow you up for something, for some reason, to take up that little extra time. You're feeling like, no, I need to wait and go in 10 minutes, and that can prevent something. May it be a car accident, or may it be running into...
That actually happened, like, honest to God, like a month and a half ago.
There you go.
Honest, like, it was so, and I was asking myself, why am I stalling? Why am I stalling? I was at a stoplight. There was no, or a stop sign. There was no one behind me, I had a green light, and there was no one behind me. But I was like, why am I not going? Why am I not going? and two, like, very large flatbed trucks, like, ran through the red light, like, in very fast speed, and, like, I for sure would have died, like, for sure. And I was shaking, like, when I did have to finally go, but, like, I almost had to pull over because I was like, oh, my God. Like, it was so scary.
Well, see, good thing you listened and you trusted. And there's a perfect example of feeling that and that knowing that, you got to trust that, you got to learn, and you listen. And as we all do, we feel it at times. Sometimes we do, and sometimes we don't listen. And there's many times, especially when I was young, and I learned, and I'd look back and go, oh, why did I not listen to myself? Why did I feel that way and I didn't follow through, or I didn't do what I was thinking? And then I realized, oh, that's why, or oh, I should have, or yay, I did, or wow, that prevented this or prevented that, or so many different things, and it's what.
And I have another example, if we have time. Like, I don't want to take up all your time, but this was like, this happened many years ago, but I was at the dog park. I was living in Seattle at the time, and there's a big dog park right near where the Microsoft campus is. And I was going there, and normally I never brought my purse, but I was, for whatever reason, I had my purse. And I had a Jeep at the time, Cherokee, and so there wasn't a trunk. And so what I had to do is I stuck it underneath the seat or whatever. And it was as if 10 people were saying to me, like, I felt like, don't leave your purse in the car. Don't leave. Like, I had such strong feelings. And I'm like, this is a nice area. Who's going to steal my purse? We usually took a walk for about an hour. I came back. The first thing I did was look on the ground. Sure enough, broken glass. Someone stole my purse. And I did not, like, and I was like, why didn't I listen to that feeling?
Well, it happens to all of us, but that is a perfect example. And I've done that many times, too, and went, oh, wow, I seen it, I knew it, and I didn't listen, and that's just lessons learned. It's part of learning how to deal with it, learning what it is, because a lot of times it's putting those things together and realizing that you learn it, and the more you start to acknowledge it and you start to listen and you start to feel it, you'll start to feel it coming on. You'll start to understand it more. You'll start to naturally flow with it. You'll start to just do it. And sometimes you'll still question, because we all do, and I find go with what first comes to you. Because sometimes, even me, and I've done it most of my life, but sometimes I'll question, or sometimes I'll get it and I'll feel it and I'll think it, but I just think, what? Why am I feeling that, or what's that about? And then I don't say it, or I don't acknowledge it, and I do other stuff, and then that comes back to me, and then then it falls into place, or it fits, and I think, oh, well, now it makes sense, or, oh, gee, I should have said that, or I should have done that. And so that's something that we're always kind of working on, but the more that we do and the more that we're aware of and the more we learn and about what it is and how we react and what best works for us, then you're going to get much more comfortable in your own skin, is what I keep hearing, much more feeling better and, understanding, which all around that will help you in so many ways,
They say that your gut is your second brain or something.
Yeah, yep, definitely. Well, it's also follow your heart too, you know,
Right.
what you feel in your heart, because I get you feel it in your heart, but you get a lot of it in your gut, your stomach, your, you know, it can be nausea, it can be just that twinge, that feeling, that uneasiness. So trust that. You get it in your heart, and yeah, your brain, your head, you know, you think, you feel it. And just your body, you'll notice, you'll feel it. It can be anything from goosebumps, chills, just, you know, kind of feeling almost hot or cold. You'll just kind of start to understand, and then you'll also start to link it as to what it means for you. But I'm always here to help, and always love to help. So
well, thank you so much.
Yeah, and thank you so much, and I wish you so much luck. You have so many good things coming up.
Oh,
and
thank
always
you.
Here. So anytime
All
you
right.
need.
I can't wait to check in with you guys today. All right, you guys take care.
Sure. Take it easy. Happy 4th. Have a safe weekend.
Thank you. Thank you. You too. I mean, I know you're not American, but happy Canada Day.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right.
All
Bye-bye.
right, take it easy.
Bye.
Okay. I guess that Karen wants to get in.
Sure.
So go ahead, Karen. Push 1.
Hi, Karen.
Hello.
Hi, Karen.
Hi, Kimber. I just happy 4th of July weekend. I know you guys are from out there, but happy Canada Day too.
Happy Canada Day.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Yeah.
I was just wondering if you see any trips or any type of getaways coming up. I don't know. I just feel like I'm going to be going on a trip or something. I don't know why I feel like that. I went shopping today and I kind of found some like Bon Voyage bags, and I don't know. I just feel, I don't know. I just kind of wanted to see if you saw anything coming up for me.
Yes, I do. I right away picked up some traveling trips, plural, so more than one. One I picked up right away is a cruise, some kind of cruise. It seems at least like 2 weeks, 7 to 10 days, maybe 2 weeks.
Oh.
A cruise. I don't know why I'm getting Alaska or something. Beautiful, beautiful scenery. Very, very enjoyable. So much fun. I see you exploring, checking out different travel options. You're going to find a very good one, a very nice one. And I definitely see a very fun cruise. You're going to do some exploring, though, and looking into that. And it seems you're trying to decide between two, but you do end up picking the very good, fun cruise ship. I get Alaska or some kind of just beautiful, beautiful scenery.
Oh.
Friend, it seems, is this like a girl's vacation? It seems almost like a girl vacation, but almost hunting for men.
Yeah, there was a girl that I talked to today. There was a girl that I an old friend that I came across, and she's got some time, and I have some time, and we were just saying, I just got off the phone with her, and she was just like, there are no men in this area, and I'm like, yeah, I agree, there's nobody good in this area, but we haven't even talked about that. I mean, but I was thinking like maybe like a girls' night out or something like that, but it's funny you mention it, because today I got a bag, and it had all these like cruise options of all over the world. It was a waterway type of bag for an advertisement. So it's kind of fun.
Yeah, because I'm definitely getting the cruise. You should talk to her about it, because she seems really fun, and it seems like you guys are gonna take this cruise together. Try talking her into this. This seems like a very fun girls' vacation. And as I said, hunting for men. I just get like a bow and arrow, boom, just hunting for men. I see that. I'm sorry what I do. It's so cute. I see you guys just hunting for men. Very, very fun cruise. She seems like a good match for you. And yeah, do like a dinner, a fun lunch, and talk about the travel plans and stuff. But it seems like a really fun girl cruise. I get Alaska, but for some reason Norwegian cruise, Norway, somewhere beautiful like that. So either Norway or Alaska. Now it seems almost more Norway. Now that is one of the that's one I see. Do you have any questions about that?
No. You think that'd be like in a couple months? Because right now the finances aren't there. But that's been kind of saying to myself, as soon as everything gets back on track, I got to get away. I need a trip. Yeah,
I'm getting more towards fall, almost winter. I don't know. Do they do it in the winter?
Okay.
Gee, I've never been on a cruise, but yes, I'm getting more November, September,
okay.
November. Somewhere in that area, October, November. It seems more that. And then Alaska or Norway. Check Norway, though. That just seems almost Norwegian cruise. So, like I said, you're going to check the couple options, and then talk to her. Do like a meet up for a girls' night out or something like that. Talk about the cruise. Think of, hey, wouldn't it be fun to go on a vacation? See how she feels about it, what she thinks, and then if you guys could work it out. And then financially, I do see it being kind of as you said, a struggle right now, but getting better and the finances. But I also see and feel some kind of side money, something. The money will end up coming. But it's going to be more like October, November. But it will end up coming. It seems like you save it up, or somehow it falls into your lap. You end up with the money to be able to do this. It's something that you've wanted to do for a long time, and I think the cruise is a perfect option for you, and definitely a girl's thing. And dress sexy, buy some special panties and some very very cute dresses, some heels, or just, sexy shoes. I see a lot of fun. I see girls just, having some drinks, doing some partying, putting yourself out there. So romance, love boat. I get the love boat. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, so I do see that's going to be much fun, and that will work out. I know the finances is a concern for you, but it will work out. Now that is one trip that I see, but I also see and wrote down right away when you were first talking Hawaii. I don't know Hawaii, if it's something you've ever thought about or something. Okay, because I get Hawaii.
My aunt wants to go there. She wants to travel there. And there's another friend of mine who we always talk about the beach. There's a gentleman that I always talk about that we always kind of say, we should go walk on the beach in Hawaii. But, that's on the list, too. Yes.
Okay, because, I got Hawaii and then a relative. So, your aunt. Because I got Hawaii, relative, and, yes, beach, beautiful, sunset, a lot of nature time, very meditative, very relaxing, beautiful, beautiful place to go. And that I do see has been like on not necessarily that you have a one, but like a bucket list. If that makes sense, I get bucket list. It's something that has been on a list, that a want-to-do list, something that you've wanted to do and somewhere you want to go, and, something you wanted to experience in your lifetime at least once. So I get Hawaii for you, and that came in right away. I wrote that down when I very first started talking to you. That's why I said trip. So and that almost feels like that might be the beginning of next year. Hopefully sooner, maybe sooner, might be this year, but if not, then spring of next year, winter to spring. But I do see that coming up. That will be a very, very fun, very therapeutic, very beautiful, good experience, amazing experience. Never been there, but I've heard it's just beautiful, and I can just see you really having like some tropical drinks, just some fun, some, on the beach, sunset. I think you really enjoy the days in the sun and even the morning, but I get sunset. You're going to be out there a lot in the sunset.
Oh, wow.
Watching it, and then also in the moonlight, stars. Do you watch stars? Do you wish on stars? I do.
Yeah.
Okay, because I see you doing that as well. I see you doing it often, and you do it a lot. And I think you even have done it since you were young, like I have. I feel that's kind of a ritual for you. It's something important, and I see you doing that in Hawaii and also on the cruise ship. So do that. Enjoy. Make your wishes. Always do that. That's good, because I see you connect with the moon, the stars. Grandmother Moon's important to you. Stars, you're very connected with that as well. And make your wishes. Always believe.
Okay. Because I went on a trip last week. It was just like to a campground, like a trailer campground, where there's boats or something. And I was outside, like looking at the sun and just relaxing, and kind of like looking at the stars, like just looking at the moon. But I only stayed there one day, and I had to come home. They were already calling me to come back.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Well, you needed that nature time. It's very grounding, very connecting, very good for you. And you need more. more. You need more of that.
You going back to that location, because there was a gentleman that invited me back there, and he's going to be going back, but I know like maybe before the end of the summer or...
Yes, I do. I see you going back and having a very good time. I think you need to go back. It was very good. You connected with the place, and and I think it just was very healing, very good for you when you go there. Sit around the campfire, connect with the moon, the stars, the earth, Mother Earth. Take your shoes off. Put your feet in the ground and into the dirt. Put your hands as well. Even lay back and lay down if you're comfortable and you want to do that. Connect, just feel the energy. And it's going to be very healing, very grounding for you, very good for you. I almost get earth as your element. I don't know if it's your birth element, but it's one that you work well with, one that you need that. You need to connect. Water is too, and that is a very good one for you, cleansing. But earth is for grounding. So that I think is very important and is going to be very therapeutic and healthy. So when you can, every chance you get, take and connect with it, it's going to very because it seems like you like to meditate, but you don't.
Yeah.
And that you don't as often as you need to and want to, and that's a very good way to ground then. And for balance, I just get balance. It's, a little bit out of balance here and there, and that will help you with the balance. And it's going to be very healing for you, very good. So definitely, you can even put plants. Plants are very good. If you can put plants in your home, even in your bedroom would be good, one by your bed, or even a glass with some earth in it. I'm getting starfish shells.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. Did you have a question?
What month do you see me going back to this campground, or when he'll ask me to come back?
August, September, somewhere in there. Planning it out in July here, but it seems like, and you'd like to go sooner, but I think August, and then almost again in September. I think you go back twice.
Okay.
August 17, 19, somewhere, maybe third weekend, somewhere in August. So check into that, because it just seems working out the time.
Yeah.
What works for you and for others. And it just kind of almost seems like the third week of August. And then almost again in September towards the end or something, somewhere in September, because I think you end up going back twice, for sure the once, but I think even twice. You really, really enjoy it there. Yeah. You get a very good, peaceful, happy feeling.
Yeah.
Very grounding, very connecting. It just seems like a familiar place for you, almost like you feel like you've been there before, may it be in a past life or something. It seems you just really fit in and you feel really good there.
Yes, I met people out there too, and they were very comfortable with me, and I was comfortable with them out there as well.
Yeah, it does seem very peaceful, very personable, very, as you said, good people, good environment, very grounding, healing, very good for you. I do feel you want to go there twice.
Okay.
So check into the third week of August. But I get the time scheduling and then conflict, but it does get worked out. So, yeah, you're very excited to go. I get you packing and putting stuff together, just really super excited about it, looking forward to it. It's going to be very good nature time. You need more nature. You need more connecting. Keep doing the stars, the moon. That's very, very good. You get a lot of the moon energy too. a lot. It seems sometimes with the full moon, the new moon, you wonder why you're feeling the way you do. And I think that if you notice and you pay attention as to when those are, your feelings can kind of change around that too. Okay, because then they make more sense if you connect it with that, because otherwise sometimes it can just seem really odd energy or really different, or you're wondering why, and then you go, oh, that's why. And that can be several days before and after and during. So it's good to kind of plan little rituals to work around that too, different things that you to connect with that, have fires, sit outside, kind of celebrate those days, nights, special moons. So, and that energy. And then you'll understand that energy more. It can be up and down and all around, and can be really overwhelming or very good or very just odd. And, sometimes it makes sense when you kind of fit into that and you understand it, or it's coming up, or that's why you're feeling the way you are. Because I get that affects you a lot. Even the sleep, the lack of sleep, or the being tired, if you connect it with that and you kind of realize. But there's ways of working with that too as well, and recharging and making it work for you. So, and I do think you're going to kind of study that a little bit and pick up on that and work with that. And when you do, it'll just be all the more fun and more energizing to connect and do that. So I do see you kind of learning, reading books. I don't know if you're a book reader. I see you getting...
I'm on, yeah.
Yeah, it seems like you want to be more, but you don't have the time. Don't have time. Or, you get interested in ones, or you're like me, you'll buy them, and 3 years later, it's like, oh, I still ain't read that one, But it looks really good on myself. More you get the info from the computers and things like that, but I do see there's going to be a couple special books that you find interesting that maybe you find on Amazon or on the computer for some reason, but there's a couple that are going to be appealing to you, and then you will find the time when you're sitting on the beach or somewhere. You'll find the time to read them special books, but there's going to be a couple that are going to spark your interest, and because it seems like you were more of a reader way back when, but not so much anymore, and I'm the same way. So I completely understand that. But certain ones will call to me, certain books. And I think that'll happen with a couple for you, too. So just kind of watch for them special couple books. Because there'll be ones that you can throw in your bag for your vacations. You're going to have some fun vacations.
Oh, my God.
But definitely.
It's always been thinking like a bucket list, but I just feel I know I got to get away. Something gets back on track. I got to get out of here. Yeah, write things down. Do a bucket list. That's always good, do it just kind of or whatever you want to call it, or however you want to do it. But do a list of things that you need to do, things that you want to do, things that you've wanted to do for a long time, things that you're meant to do. You can even separate them into different categories, however you want to do it. But I think writing down and will make it happen more, because a lot of times the thoughts, and we'll think about it, or we'll want to do it, or we'll mean to do it, or whatever it is, and then if we write it down and we make it a goal, or we make it a plan, or we just kind of put them thoughts on paper, it can help. It can be very fun, very enjoyable, but it also can kind of help us to, even do a vision board, whatever works for you, however you want to do it, and put something of Hawaii, something of a cruise, these different things that you want to do, things that you think, wow, hey, life's short and I need to do this, I want to do this, but eventually, or one day, and just kind of put that up there. And when you have that to look at, or you have that to think about, or you have it to read, a lot of times it makes it more approachable, more of an option, more visible, instead of just something that we file away or we put in the back of our mind. It's like the cruise that you deserve to do, you need to do. And it's going to be very, very good, very fun. And I do get the friend thing, so I think that she's a very good, fun option. But if for some reason she can't or isn't able to, don't give up there. Find someone, because I do see it's a girl thing, but it's the guy hunting, so
So definitely, but I feel you have a good connection with her, and she has very good energy and a lot of fun, because you want someone fun.
Okay.
You'll have so much fun. Do
right.
these things. Yeah, because I keep getting, you have all these things you want to do, but have just keep putting them off. So start doing them.
Okay, sounds good.
Yes.
Cool.
Wow. That's cool.
That's packing.
Cool. Yeah, start packing, buy panties and
yeah, exactly. That's right. Yeah, get that sexy stuff.
Oh my God. Okay. Oh wow.
All right.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thanks, Kimber. Thanks, Karen. Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Great. Okay. Gone. Poof. Gone. Like God. Everybody's gone. I think we'll wrap early. Dorothy, we don't have any more callers, and Dorothy's going to be on in about 15 minutes.
Oh, yay.
And so I'm going to wrap it early and go lay down myself. I'm getting tired, and so thank you, Kimber. And I did put the link in the chat room earlier for the parrot. Hillary Black is here tomorrow, guys. And you guys can get a hold of Kimber at facebook.com/Kimber-lee Psychic Medium 1. And that's the number 1, not the word. And so if I don't see some of you guys tomorrow, have a really great 4th of July. Otherwise, I'll see the rest of you guys here tomorrow night. And so that's it. So thank you, Kimber, and we'll talk to you soon, okay?
Yes,
hey, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Take it easy. 3, 2, 1. Peace out.
Thanks. Bye.